What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. I want to remind everybody to come stop by the liquor spot, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, every Saturday on the liquor spot right here on my channel. Now, I got to talk about this fight. I was supposed to make this video well over a week ago. Man, shit be going on. All right, but Erickson Lubin versus Jeison Rosario is fighting June 26th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta on Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios undercard. I'm going to get right into it, okay? I think both of these guys can hit. I think both of them got punching power. I think Erickson Lubin is just a better boxer all around. I think he's just a better boxer with better boxing IQ and better footwork. Even though Rosario is the taller fighter in this fight, Lubin is the one that has the 4.5-inch reach advantage, okay? When you look at that fight that both of them had with Nathaniel Gallimore, that fight, they both had against that fighter, it's like Rosario was gassed by like the fifth round of that fight. He was gassed. I know he came in damn near 160 pounds, and Gallimore came in at 153, and he was ready. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's why he got stopped in the sixes, because Gillimore's tough. He's a very tough fighter. He could take a lot of punishment. He can dish it out. And he was keeping up the pace of the fight, which is kind of fast. And Rosario got tired, you know what I'm saying? And that was it. And he got stopped in the 7th round, I believe. But now with Lubin versus Gallimore, with that fight, he was just he was just outsmarting Nathaniel the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? He just straight up outboxed him, period and point blank. Now, when you look at the fight that both of them had versus Jermell Charlo, Lubin got knocked out, pretty bad. He got knocked out pretty bad, like 19 seconds within the first round. You know what I'm saying? By a nasty-ass uppercut. Well, I'm not even going to say nasty. This shit looked sneaky. It looked like you didn't even know where the uppercut came from. But I believe it was a right uppercut that Lubin was ducking down into. So it's like, along with Charlo's power, him ducking down quickly, he caught that right hand, and it was night-night for Lubin. And that's like too early to determine what exactly was going to happen in that Charlo fight. Only thing that you can see and you can tell is that Charlo landed a perfect shot on the perfect spot on Lubin, and Lubin wasn't expecting it. He didn't see it coming at all. And that was like that, and the fact that Terrell Gusha, or whatever his last name is, that was the fight that that was Lubin's last fight. And he's not considered a big puncher, but he wobbled Lubin in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say I would give Jeison Rosario, the advantage on having the better chin. Now, the first knockdown went against Jeison Rosario and Jermell Charlo. The first knockdown in round 1, I seen Rosario's feet get tangled up with the bottom ropes, and because if he would have stood up, like caught his balance and stood up, Jermell Charlo was coming with a serious wide left hook, and if he would have stood up, he would have got hit and probably knocked down anyway. So he allowed the rest the ropes to trip him up, and he just fell. Fuck it, that's what it looked like from the outside. You know what I'm saying? But he would have caught that power punch, and he didn't want that, so he just took the knockdown, or he just fell, or whatever. And the second knockdown during that fight was in the 6th round, and both of them was slugging it out. Like, both of them was throwing punches. And I believe, Charlo just got the best of the exchange. Charlo caught Rosario with a solid left hook. It was a high left hook, right in front of Rosario's guard that landed. And then Rosario looked like he was trying to follow up with a punch in between his. And Charlo took off and, threw a serious right hook after that. So he landed a left hook and then landed a right hook, and that was it. You can tell Rosario was visibly hurt. His legs did the little shuffle, and he fell. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the end of the fight in the 7th round, because the fight ended in the 8th, at the end of the 7th round, Rosario was half asleep walking back to his corner. It was like he took a lot of punishment, and he was ready to fall into his corner. Okay, there's some footage that surfaced somewhere. I don't know where the footage is right now. You probably can find it on YouTube. But they was in the corner. Rosario's corner put something up under his nose, like some smelling salt or something like that, because he was half asleep sitting there in on his stool in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So they put something up under his nose to wake him up for sure. Like I seen that shit. But coming out of that corner, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of that corner, out of the 7th round, beginning of the 8th round, in the first 7 seconds of that fight, Charlo ain't do nothing but throw like 2 little jabs that barely touched him. You know, Rosario had the high guard up, and he threw a jab to the midsection, and his body fell, and that was it. Like, that was the end of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, that, you know, and that's when Charlo won by knockout. But after the fight, someone from Rosario's team said something about the padding gear and the straps under his trunks like rolled up on him seriously, or in some type of bad way when Mel threw that punch and it landed on his belt line, I guess. I hurt his groin or something like that. That's why it looked like he was convulsing on the mat. But I don't know if that's true or not. But one thing's for sure is that he was going to lose that fight regardless, because Mel, after that 6th round and how I seen him knock him down and hurt him, that was it. Like, I knew he wasn't going to come back from that. But real quick, I'm going to go through the specs, and then I'm going to say, you know, my last little thoughts about it. And I'm going to start with Jeison Rosario. He has 20 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He has 14 knockouts. He has 2 knockout losses. He's fought for 99 rounds. His knockout rating is 60.87%. He's been a pro for 8 years. He's 26 years old. He's 5'11" with a 70-inch reach. Okay, and he's fought at 140, 147. He's fought at 160, but he's been fighting at 154 currently. His 2 losses came from Nathaniel Gallimore in 2017 by 6-round TKO, and by Jermell Charlo by 8th round knockout in 2020. That's his losses, but he's coming off of, those are his losses, and he's coming off of the Jermell Charlo loss. But Rosario has faced some pretty good names, and he's won. You know what I'm saying? Like J-Rock, you know, he's beat Coda as well. But he has Lubin in front of him now. And Lubin specs is 23-1, 16 knockouts. He's fought for 104 rounds. He has 66.67% knockout percentage. He's been pro for 8 years. He's 25 years old, a southpaw, 5'9.5", with a 74.5-inch reach out of Orlando, Florida. His only loss came by the hands of Jermell Charlo in the 1st round in 2017. But he has a win off of Coda, and he has a win off of Nathaniel Gallimore in a 10-round unanimous decision in 2019 versus Gallimore. But he's coming off of a win versus Terrell Gusha. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. But that was a 12-round fight, and he won by unanimous decision. Now, the question is, could Jeison Rosario be a 6-round fighter? If so, can Lubin be the one to expose that? If Lubin can make it 6 rounds with Rosario? If so, I see Lubin winning. If Jeison can't, if Jeison gets gas halfway through the fight, I definitely see Lubin winning. And if it goes the distance, I definitely see Lubin winning because he's the better boxer. But if Jeison plans on being the physical fighter and fighting and coming forward the whole time during the fight, similar to the way he fought Jermell Charlo, Jeison Rosario can, expose Lubin's chin, in my opinion. So I'm going to have to say Rosario's going to stop Lubin in probably about 4 or 5 rounds. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with Jeison Rosario stopping Lubin in 5 rounds, 6 rounds. If it goes past 7, I see Lubin winning that fight, especially if it goes the distance for sure. This is a fight to see. you know, who gets to be, who gets the next shot at the WBC title. Lubin is ranked #1, and Jeison Rosario is ranked #3. You know what I'm saying? It is a must-win for both of them, even though I don't see either of them getting a rematch versus Mel after he gets undisputed. But one of them may be fighting EJ in the near future or possible future in a couple years. So we will see. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.